We're back here on the Yaffee program, News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. I am Alabama's voice of reason, Huntsville's conservative conscience. Glad you're joining the show today. If you miss any of it live, just a reminder, the podcast will be up on the website, WVNN.com, or anywhere podcasts are available. All right, let's get to the headlines once again. Time for those Alabama bullet points.
Alabama bullet points. Today's headlines from around the Yellowhammer State.
Sponsored by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Number 4 today, man convicted of killing another man and a woman in 1998 during a robbery is set to be executed by nitrogen hypoxia. So Jeffrey James Lee, 49, is scheduled to be executed by nitrogen hypoxia in Alabama today. Well, either today or tomorrow. He was convicted for the December 12, 1998 murders of Jimmy Ellis and Elaine Thompson during an attempted robbery at Jimmy's Pawn Shop in Orrville, Dallas County. Now, Lee entered the shop around noon armed with a sawed-off shotgun, immediately shot Ellis, then shot the shop around noon. He shot Thompson in the face. It's horrific. I mean, if this is why we have the death penalty. If we can't use the death penalty for this, I guess we should get rid of it, which is the goal of some, I guess, is the point. So there you go. Number 3 today, the Republican delegation says that Alabamians are seeing savings on tax day. Now, I wrote about this at YellowhammerNews.com. So on tax day yesterday, April 15th, Alabama Republicans in the congressional delegation, including Katie Britt, Mike Rogers, Gary Palmer, Barry Moore, Dale Strong, and Robert Adderholt, highlighted the tax savings Alabamians are experiencing thanks to the Working Families Tax Cut Act, which was passed earlier this year and signed by President Trump. Now, the legislation prevented what they called the largest tax hike in history and is delivering meaningful relief, with the average taxpayer seeing $2,843 tax cut and many families receiving about $350 or more in their refunds. Now, key provisions, as you know, include no taxes on tips, overtime pay, or Social Security benefits, an expanded standard deduction, a larger child tax credit. So have you received a larger refund? Let me know. Number 2, and this was breaking on my show yesterday, Congressman Barry Moore, who's running for the U.S. Senate, says he is cautiously optimistic that Congress can pass ICE funding through reconciliation. So Barry Moore expressed cautious optimism that Republicans in Congress can pass funding for the Department of Homeland Security, additional resources for ICE, and key provisions of the Save America Act through the budget reconciliation process, which would allow the measures to bypass the Senate filibuster, though it does still require approval from the Senate parliamentarians. So on my show yesterday, he stressed the importance of prioritizing these border security measures first before considering any Senate proposed DHS deal, warning against efforts to defund ICE or reopen the southern border, which he said would contradict the clear mandate voters gave President Trump to secure the border and address immigration issues. He noted that while including elements of the SAVE Act and reconciliation is possible, success will depend on the parliamentarian. We'll have to see. Number 1 today, and I'm going to talk more about this in the next segment, get your reaction as well. But Tommy Tuberville, one of our U.S. senators, promises to clean up Montgomery if elected governor. He says he won't allow Alabamians to live in a war zone. So U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville, most likely going to be our next governor, pledged to crack down on crime in Montgomery and other unsafe cities if elected governor, declaring he will not allow Alabamians to live in a war zone or live in unsafe neighborhoods, citing a recent wave of shootings in Montgomery that killed 4 and critically injured 3 others. Now, Tuberville said public safety must be restored statewide, including in underreported high-crime areas. Now, his plan includes giving more authority to law enforcement, targeting corrupt judges who release criminals, increasing police presence, and imposing tough punishments by throwing away the key. So lock them up, throw away the key. Added that restoring law and order would also strengthen the state's economy. I'm going to play the cuts of him. He was on the Right Side podcast And I think he's right. We got to talk about this issue of law and order, this issue of crime, and what we actually do about it, especially in Montgomery. There has been some progress by the help of the state, but it could be better. And the leadership there has failed. So we'll talk about that. Get your reaction. Still got the question of the day. Did you receive a larger refund this year? Yesterday was tax day. Trump Republicans promise you will. But did you in your personal tax return? I mean, tell me. On the Yaffee text line, 866-494-9866. By the way, the bullet points brought to you by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Maybe you have a firearm, you want to go to the range, but you don't have the ammunition. And then you try to find ammunition for your firearm, and you can't. Some places promise that they stock up, but they don't have what you need. But if you go to Larry's Pistol and Pawn in Madison off Greenbrier Exit 3, yes, you know where it is, right next to that big rusty water tower, they're going to have what you need. They pride themselves on stocking up on ammunition. They also have new and used firearms that you can buy and firearm accessories as well. Don't forget that. They are a Ruger Superstore as well. So if you're looking for a Ruger firearm, they have those there. Go to Larry's Pistol and Pawn in Madison, another location in Huntsville, up North Memorial Parkway. And as always, check out the website. See more there. pistolandpawn.com, pistolandpawn.com. Let them know Yaffee was the one who sent you.
You're listening to Yaffee on WVNN.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
The NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, is coming to Pittsburgh, and it's your chance to witness the future of the game for free from April 23rd to April 25th. Feel the energy of the NFL Draft. See the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Super Bowl rings. Meet NFL players and legends. Enjoy interactive games and live music performances, and be there as the future of the NFL takes center stage. The NFL Draft starts April 23rd. Register for free entry at NFL.com/draft access today.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast.
You know what? A lot of us get taxes wrong.
Filing your taxes is basically data entry.
There's been this trend of people going, oh, it's so cool to file my taxes in August. It's so awesome. Don't worry, I have an extension. It'll be fine. I totally do it later. Stop. Do your friggin' taxes now.
That was a really good fashion voice.
Did you like it?
You do that more frequently, please?
Yes, every show from now on. It'll be like that.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Vince Colonnese is redefining news talk with The Vince Show.
It is a reflection of your response to this program that we get to take this thing to the next level. These gigantic shows. This is going to be so much fun. It's unbelievable.
In-depth interviews, live caller interactions, and a front row seat to the most important conversations of the day.
I've got updates. I've got big stories. We'll sort through the truth of what's really going on. So buckle up. Here it comes.
The Vince Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.